Hey everyone, it's me, Matt. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to start off this week's video by saying Happy New Year, and I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. And I hope you're ready to garden with me today because in today's video, we're going to tackle 3 garden maintenance projects. So we're going to start the video by trimming my 2 giant bird of paradise plants in my front yard. And then we're going to spray my front and back lawns with some herbicide to control a clover weed issue. And then we'll wrap up the video by cutting back my ornamental pink mully grass near my front walkway. So let's get into it. So starting with trimming my giant bird of paradise plants in my front yard, they're looking a little overgrown and mangy. I've got this large one here planted out in my front flower bed, and then this one over here up closer to my house. My plan for today is to clean up the tops of these plants, removing the older growth, as well as removing all the pups growing around their bases. So this project should be pretty easy. I'll be using my hand saw as well as my pole saw. My pole saw extends, making it really easy to reach the tops of these plants. When it comes to making my cuts, I'm going to slip the saw blade in between the fronds and cut them off as close to the trunk as possible. I'm going to cut off all the older, lower fronds, leaving about 3 to 4 fronds at the top of each trunk. And then for the pups down by the bases, I'm going to use my handsaw to remove these guys. This will not only clean up the look of the base of the plants, but help prevent them from spreading. If you don't keep these plants in check, they'll gradually spread wider and wider into the surrounding garden bed areas. So like I said, this should be an easy project, so let's get these bird of paradise plants all trimmed up. So I'm all done trimming these two plants. You can see I've made quite the mess in my front yard. I did my best to make sure the fronds didn't crush the surrounding plants as I removed them, but you can see some ended up in my flower bed areas. So let me quickly clean up and bundle all the fronds, and then I'll show you the completed project. There we go, project number 1 is complete. I wish the cleanup process was as simple as a finger snap. Overall, it's a night and day difference. These giant bird of paradise plants look so much better. Removing all the overgrown top growth will also allow more sun to reach the plants planted around the base of these plants. I'm so glad I was able to tackle this project today. These bird of paradise plants are all trimmed and good to go for the 2025 season. So moving on to project number 2, we're going to spray my front and back lawns with some herbicide to kill all the clover weeds. I've got a major problem with clover, mainly on the left side of my front lawn. They're coming up everywhere. The problem is actually even worse in my backyard, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. So I'll be using this high-yield atrazine weed killer. As stated in the name, the active ingredient is atrazine. This is a ready-to-use spray product that attaches to your garden hose. It's for the control of weeds in St. Augustine and centipede grasses only, and it's effective on a variety of broadleaf weeds including chickweed, dollarweed, henbit, and clover. So before we spray this product, let me quickly take you to my backyard and I'll show you what I'm dealing with back there. So as you can see, there's clover everywhere in my back lawn too. It's even coming up through the mulch around my fire pit area. This has been a major issue throughout the fall and winter, but we're going to take care of it today with my atrazine spray. So really quick, before I start spraying, I wanted to talk through some precautions that should be taken when using this product. Don't use this product in flower beds or greenhouses since it will injure or kill desirable plants. Don't use this product on windy days since the wind can carry the spray into other areas of your yard. Don't use this product when temperatures exceed 90 degrees and only use it on healthy turf grass that's not under heat or drought stress and free from disease. And lastly, you shouldn't apply this product more than twice a year. There we go, both my lawn areas have been treated. You saw how I made sure to spray the product away from my flower bed areas, ensuring my desirable plants weren't hit with the spray. This product will take about 14 to 21 days to fully kill the weeds. The atrazine is absorbed through the weed's roots and then travels to the leaves where it inhibits photosynthesis, ultimately starving the weeds to death. So hopefully by the end of January, my clover problem will be eradicated. And then lastly, I wanted to say, make sure to buy the right herbicide product for your specific lawn type, and always follow the instructions on the packaging. And if you're interested in using this product, I'll be sure to link it in the video description for reference. All right, so let's move on to the last project of the day. Let's quickly cut back my ornamental pink mullygrass. So here's my little mullygrass plant in my front garden bed. This plant has pretty much gone dormant for the winter, and right now is the perfect time to cut it back. I'm going to trim it back to about 3 inches from the ground. Trimming it back will remove all the dead and dying grass blades, allowing it to grow back strong and healthy in the spring. So like I just said, it's best to cut it back when it's dormant so you don't damage any of the new growth. If you wait until after the grass breaks dormancy, you risk damaging the new growth and messing up the visual appearance of the plant. Another thing to note, when cutting back your ornamental grasses, always use clean sharp shears to ensure that you make clean cuts to avoid damaging your plants. So let's get in there now and get this project done. There we go, all done. That was the easiest project of the day, but I'm glad I tackled it. Now this little plant is ready for the spring and summer seasons too. So thanks for hanging out with me today while I completed these yard maintenance projects. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can hang out with me in future videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.